Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My nickname is Corn, yes, as in popcorn, as in corn chips, as in corn on the cob, you know that one. And today I am joining in on the open collab, which is hashtag projectsharethursday. And also I'm doing this because I told Itiri, her channel name is Itiri TV. I will list that down below as well. Oh, and our hostess, if I skipped it, our hostess for Project Share Thursday, that is Mary Ellen, who is a darling. She is so sweet, talented, kind, and has an angel voice. So if you're having an icky day, she's one of those channels that if you go to, you're like, okay, there's good stuff happening too. You know what I mean? With everything going on in this country. So when I think it was, I didn't look it up because I've got 101 things to do. But I did promise this, and I don't like it when somebody promises me something and doesn't follow through. I'm like, what happened? So Terry, I think it was on a haul video, and I showed this. This is all gift wrap, and I showed this paper, and I said, you know, I use it for coin envelopes, and you know, and she wrote in the comments and said, I'd like to see how you make envelopes out of those. Well, here's one. Here's one of them, and as you can see, I didn't line it, and you get to see, oh, this is the cutting line. I think that's fun, personally. I like it. It's not something that I dislike. So I'm going to sit down, and we're going to go over a few things, okay? Now, here we go. So this is a smaller one that I did, and this is the size, at least my, let me show you. My We Are Memory Keepers, the envelope punch. At least this says that it's the gift card one. Your paper would be a 5 by 5, but your gift card is a 2 by 3.5. So how fun is it to put a gift card inside of wrapping paper, to do it this way, you know what I mean, instead of literally wrapping it with it, which I think is cute and fun, especially if you paper craft or any kind of crafter, you know what I mean? And what you can do is put, for the closure, of course you can go ahead and put your glue on this if you want, or even glue it just right here. But you can also do a belly band, and if you did a belly band around there, it would be cute if you had something like this little ephemera piece. I think that's from Hobby Lobby. To put on your belly band closure, or cut out, fussy cut one of these. As you all know, I do that all the time. That's why these scraps are over there, and this is getting ready for me to cut that out. You could place that on a vellum belly band. How cute would that be around here? Then we have this one, which is, let's see what the sizes are. That's the fun thing. Do your own thing. Make it however you want to make it. You know what I mean? Let's say you have you want some pieces of ephemera. This ended up being 2 3/4 should be by, 2 3/4 by 3 1/8. Interesting. Yeah, it's supposed to probably be 3. And you just want it to put ephemera in here. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's just place this stuff in there. See? Or even just put a strawberry in there. You know what I mean? And then decorate it any way you want. I do have some, this is from a snippet roll, and I do have where you could place this like so. And that's decoration enough. You know what I mean? You could snip some off of this. Let's see what would be cuter. Yeah, this one, maybe snip it right about here. You know what I mean? For decoration. This one is the same size as this. This is for your... Oh, look at that though, guys. Check it out. It isn't exactly the same. I thought it was, but it's not. Look at that. Okay, but close. I think you could still maybe, but this is a little bit longer there. I don't know if you could put in gift card there or not. Not sure. Then this is, again, if you're like me, these envelopes, and remember they're going to be slick on the outside. So the glue I use for the outside, working with the gift paper, that's the Fabri-Tac, because this is not water-based, okay? But the weird thing is, when I am putting them together, because a lot of times, you know, with a water-based glue, it'll get all, what do I want to say? I don't know, bumpy, lumpy, whatever. But this is the Barely art glue that I use here. And for some reason, it does beautifully, as you see. At first, it looks pretty icky, but then it does great. This one is a little coin envelope. And, of course, you can get out your little punch and, excuse me, punch a thumb hole here if you want. I don't want. And again, you can see the stitching, you know, where you're supposed, looks like stitching, quote unquote, but where you're supposed to cut your gift wrap. I love this because you can put so many things on it, like, oh, that's too big. But I could cut that down, or even fussy cut that. How cute. It almost looks like a tablecloth, and you can put some cake on it. I keep that up in my classroom. Craft room at all times. You can put her on it. How sweet. She's out in the garden, and it looks like half the garden is on her dress. I keep her up there because she reminds me of my mom. Yes, my mom had beautiful raven hair. And I keep her up here because she's so cute, my little Nomi girl. And she has hand embroidered traditional outfit on, which draws your eyes here and here. So, but they stay there. They give me pleasure, make me smile. Okay. We'll do one of those together. And then this one. That's a square one, I think. Or at least should be, y'all. 4 3/3. Oh, yeah. 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Yeah, that one. And then this one. And yes, you can make these in A7, what is it, A4, you know what I mean, those sizes. Oh, this one, again, for me, I put them in my journals. You can also fill them up with little goodies for snail mail. And this one I don't know if this one's too wide or not. This one I'd put in a journal, to be honest. And you can go in either way. You can actually just put it in with a paper clip, or if you want to glue it down on 3 sides to make a pocket and you open it this way, you can either do a little band here, or you could do, let's go back to this again, and just glue the bottom, the tails of the ribbon there so that it opens like so, okay, and closes like so. And then decorate this part. Let's see what we got, y'all. I've got a few things over here. Like maybe, oh, you could even do that. Oh, look, because you're covering up most of your seam. And at the same time, this piece right here would be keeping that closed. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Okay. And one more, going back to this one. Something you could stick there. I put this together. This will bring out the, excuse me, lavender in the piece. Because as you see, it has pinks and lavenders and greens and yellow and a little bit of golden orangey kind of, which we'll pick up here. You know what I mean? And this is something I would put in whenever I do my tea journal. Okay, you're my cup of tea. So, you know, there's dozens of things you can do. And then this one is another, what I call a coin envelope. I don't know what do y'all call it that too, or you call it something else. And just, you know what I mean? Something like this, or something like this. You might say, that's too much. That's too much. You need to calm it down. All right. How about, oh, a tag that we could, and that's the faux leather one, that we could, if we put it like this, how cute would that be with that up there? But maybe not. And then just glue it on two sides, and you can use it as a tuck spot. You know, there's always something, right, we can do to decorate. So, for Iteri, by the way, hi, darling, how are you? She's beautiful. She's fun. She gets into planning. She gets into planning big time. What did I put? Oh, I put the, I was going to say, I put stuff in this one. Yeah, she gets into a little bit of everything, and she's very creative. She thinks outside the box. You know what I mean? Now, I do have to say this. With the post office, if you're going to use them, let's see, that's not it. That's not it. This one. If you're going to put a card in here, and with some ephemera, as much as I love gift wrap paper, because as you see, I do. I absolutely love it. This is not tough to go through those machines. Do you know what I mean? I've received cards where it wasn't in the gift wrap, but, and nice envelopes, very nice envelopes, where if there's any bling or halfback pearls or anything like that, they come through it. Do you know what I mean? And the paper rips and everything else. One of mine, and I had the goodies in a pocket inside and stuff, when it went through, it literally ripped down here and here. It was only holding on here, and the lovely lady that received it took a picture and showed me, because she was like, you don't think you'd be too happy about this, and believe it or not, I wasn't. So I need to refer you all to Stace, her channel. She's a darling too. She's fun. She's funny. And she's fun and very talented. And she shows us in one of her videos that, I saw it some time ago, that she, you know, has studied what a card maker can do, especially if they're entering a challenge or something. What they can do to the size that's needed for the envelope, the how much it can weigh and how much it would be and all of this, because you know, if you send something that's non-machinable, which I like to do, I have done it in the past and they put it through anyway. I know. The thing about that, it gets there a whole lot quicker, because I sent something several weeks ago and it's still not at its destination, and they are in this country. They're not in a different country. Not real thrilled about that, but, you know, you pay your extra postage with your stamp and all this good stuff. I would not put this, even with a nice card, sturdy card that had everything flat, and it's definitely flat mail, through that machine. You know, I really, you know, where you would put a label here and a label here with your information and theirs. I just wouldn't because of the nature of this. Now, I have, let me get this out of the way. I have put through envelopes like this. This is actually going to go with the giveaway, the fall journal giveaway. But this not only has the card inside, but it has some more goodies inside of that in case, you know, the winner wants to use them in dealing with that journal. Now, this is scrapbook paper, but it is hardier. Now, if you really want your envelope hardy, I do cardstock, but I personally, if it's a card, not, you know, something larger, and even a large card, I would do like a 60-pound or something of that nature. I wouldn't do like 100-pound, although you can do it because I've seen other people do it. Okay. Now, as I said, when it comes to the envelopes, see, this will, like I said, these will end up either tucked in a card or in a journal. But especially the little ones, and you know, you can get some really cute, if you're not going to use it for a gift card, you can get some really cute stuff in there to send in flat mail. These are done with the envelope punch, and then these guys, I think everybody knows how to make them, but just in case you don't, let's do one together, okay? But I did this mini to show. This is what I was talking about. Terry, this is what I was saying. Okay. Now, I also have, I know, isn't those a yummy? If you're a pink lover, if you like pew, I hate pink, then you're not going to think this is yummy. And I know, believe it or not, there are some people who have let me know they don't like pink at all. Okay. This, when I cut it, I got right down at the bottom of the roll and of gift wrap, and it says that it is made in China. So what I'm going to do for that, not while we're together because of time, but I will end up taking this little strip and placing it there. Or another strip of another paper, maybe even just pink, solid pink or something, and covering that up. So, and this one I tried to, this is what's going on. I tried to match up as best I could my squares here. And yes, you're probably asking, Corn, does the glitter stay? No, it does somewhat, but I don't know if you can see it. That's not glitter. But there is glitter on my mat. So this is how far I got with this one. This was for this one. I thought we could do the rest of this together. It's just a matter, because these you're going to make, oh boy, that's not even at all, is it? You're going to make this one any size you want. You know, even if you've got scraps, you can go, oh boy, I'm going to, oh, in case you're wondering, my guillotine comes from Hobby Lobby. Remember when it used to say, the old ones said the paper studio, and that's when you could get it on clearance. Sorry, my husband is making horrible noises in the background. Our allergies are acting up, as you can tell. This is a matter of you just, even this is a scrap. So you're going to take a scrap like this, and you're just going to want to go, you know, overlap. Okay, unless you want to match something on this side, then you overlap to the point where you want it to match up. With this print, I'm like, I'm good. See, we do have a bow here around these flowers too. So what you do, like I said, any piece of paper, any size, depending on if you want a tiny one, a medium, a big, or a huge one. And then you're going to fold it over and over to the point where you can make a seam, okay? Then I get out my scoreboard. Now, again, this is not written in stone, okay? First off, I'm going to see, this is my bottom, okay? Oh, mercy. Corn don't work blue. This is the bottom of the coin envelope. So a lot of times, again, you can make this a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, an inch. You can make it huge if you want. But for me, I usually make that a 1/2 inch, but not always, okay? And then I'm going to turn this around because I usually make the top, not always again, about an inch. Okay, and I'm going to do this twice simply because I have terrible vision and it helps me with this line to see it because we're going to cut 4 of the panels out, okay? Alrighty, so let's put that down and use your favorite scissors for this. The gift paper, now this is the nicer gift paper, guys. I have some that's from Dollar Tree, and you all know how thin the Dollar Tree stuff is, but it's so, they've got some of the cutest little prints and stuff, and solids for that matter. I like to get the wedding stuff. And see, we're going to cut off this one at the bottom. See, we cut those 2 panels off. We might need to cut a little more because we have to make sure that we can close this. Yep, like this one. Where that score is, I usually try to cut above the score line on the bottom and below it on the top. Now these 2 we're going to say goodbye to next, okay? So I'm going to do it along the bottom here. And this one. Let me know if you all have done these to the point where you could probably even do them in your sleep. I don't know if that's going to, nope. I thought I did. Oh, and yeah, if it gets right to that little tiny corner, and that's when I bring in my Tim Holtz scissors. Okay. Is that still enough? Are we still above that line? Because I don't want anything scrunched up. You can come along if you want and use your bone folder or whatever you have to make this, you know, nice and flat. But yeah, it's up there. It's okay. But what I'm going to do before it's glued is just, you don't have to do this either. You can actually round the corners if you want, or you can do like so. Okay, so it'll look like that. And then at the top, let's make sure we can close this nicely as well. Let's see, do we like it? Yeah, that's okay. And again, you can round the corners. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so our top is looking like that, our bottom is looking like that. Okay, now you can save these and do some fun little things with them if you would like. But I need to clean up my desk some because it's driving me cuckoo. So here is what I put my Barely art glue in. Now, do I want to do the seam like this, or do I want to do the seam like that? I think I like it better this way. Yeah. Now, one thing you want to do is not have it gush out to where you're going to end up closing your little envelope there. So, I did say that, right? Yeah. And how far over do we go? Not tons. Okay. Another thing you can do if you're worried about it closing, I'll show you in a second. Is when you do this, I go ahead and take a little piece of shop towel here, but if you're concerned about it oozing out or something, you can do like me when you cut up your your little mat here that you got many moons ago, and put that there, you know, right there, so that if it's oozing out, it's not going to close itself up, you know what I mean? It's all good there. You can do that as well. And then when it comes to our bottom, oh mercy, I'm in a goofy mood. Can you tell? Sleep deprived, maybe. Concerned for their country? Yeah, very much so. Okay, so let's put this up here and this here. There we go. And there we go. All ready to put goodies in and share with your friends on YouTube, or your friends that you've accumulated through the years. And let's do one more together. I thought y'all get a kick out of the glitter. And so I've already cut it and done the scoring and everything. And this one I did, as you see now, it goes over quite a bit more. So I will actually put some glue here as well as here, because I want it to be smooth on the inside for things to be placed in it. So I tried to match up as best I could what was happening there. Okay. So what we're going to do, I think first what we're going to do is put it here. Okay. And then we're going to put it here. Okay. So, yeah, I'm losing some glitter on that, but not too much. It's not terribly bad. All righty, Rooney. And then alrighty, and we've got another one. This one has a little swan right here, And it also has a beehive right here with little bees around it. It has, I don't know if we can see that one. As you see, roses and florals. And it also has a birdie and a birdhouse. So, and again, with all those squares, you can put this off to the side or something, you know. And I want to thank you all for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.